Okay, I'm now going to show you how to enter inventory into the iPad. This is really nice because then you can see how much items that you still have left in the store, or if you're running out, or how much you have without having to count it every single time. So how you do that is you want to go to settings and then click on settings actually. You then will be brought to this screen. You want to go down to support and it'll take you to this. It's already there though. And then it'll take you here, and you just want to go down to Square Register Guide. That will actually take you to the internet, and it'll take you to this screen. And you want to click on account, because we already have an account, so you want to click on account on the top right corner of the screen. It'll then take you to this page where you have to sign in. It should be already in like that, but if not, we have an email and a password. The email is Mrs. Porath's email, so mporath@newlondon.k12.us, and the password is capital N and capital L, so be New London 1000, and then capital C, capital E. And that's already in. It should be already in for you, but if you do this like online in the computer, it won't be in, so you have to know the password. So then you click sign in. And it'll take you to this screen. In this screen, it tells you everything about our store. It tells you the deposits, the gross sales, the payment methods that people usually use, the top items that we sell. It tells you like what categories, so do we sell more of the new clothing or more of the old clothing, stuff like that. It tells it all right there. But there's so much more that you can look in. Obviously, as a manager, that's doing the cash register and entering in the inventory, you should probably kind of browse and look at what this kind of offers. But right now I'm just going to show you the inventory. So what you want to do is you want to go to items on the left hand side, and it'll take you to all the items that you have, like that's in your item library. It'll take you to all the same items that you have, but it'll also tell you how much we have left. So it tells you in stock, and I just clicked on something. It'll tell you in stock right there, and it'll tell you how much you have. So we have 0. We have 0 of the Black Youth full zips. We have none of those left, which is a good thing, because that means we sold them all. But how you change that, so say you get a new order of clothing. I suggest you put you enter the clothing into the register, which I already showed you how to do that. So obviously you would go to item library, edit, and all items, and you would enter all of the new product in here. So you would create an item and enter everything in there. After you enter it in here, it'll then show up on here. And it'll be so much easier to do because it'll all be there, and all you have to do is change how much we have in stock. So then, say I just put that in, so it's a youth full zip. You want to click on it, and you can obviously like change the name, stuff like that. You can create items on here, which will then go onto that, but I suggest doing it on the regular register first, and then changing the inventory on here. So if you want to change the inventory for that item, just click on it. This screen will pop up, and what you want to do is you want to click on Manage Item Inventory, and you can change how much we have. So if we have 3 in stock, oh, that's 30. Okay, you can change it to 3 in stock, and say you want to have it like alerted, like you can have like an alert sent to an email saying like, hey, we only have 2 of these left. Then you can put them on clearance or something. So that's what that alert at is. You can change that and say, when we have 1 left, I want to know that we have 1 left, so that way, so it'll be sent to an email saying you only have 1 full black zip hoodie left. So I put 2 there. Sometimes like I put 5 there if we have 20 items. You can kind of put it at wherever you want. But say we have 3 of those, and if you say you got a new shipment and say you have like 20 of them, put 20 there, and then just push save. And they'll say you have successfully updated your settings and stuff like that. So that's how you do that. Then you just click save. and that. So make sure, you have to kind of make sure the sizes, all the sizes are here. That's why I always enter it size first. So if we go down to like some actual clothing here, it says large black adventure. So then you click on the large black adventure tee, and it also still says it here. And just, if you don't want to type anything, push keyboard down, manage inventory, and you're putting the amount in for how much large we have. So if you have 5 large, you put in 5, and then you go down, and then you just click save again, but I'm not going to change it. And then say you want to go to the mediums. Then you enter how many mediums you have here and how many smalls you have there. So that kind of makes it easier also, so then you know how many of each size you have left and what's more popular, stuff like that. So that's kind of how you do that. There's really nothing else that you can do, except you can still change the price. You can scan barcodes in, you can type the name, put the category. You can do all of that here, but it's much easier to create the item in the register program, and then coming here just to look at the inventory and look at your sales, look at all that. You can also do this onto the computer if you just type in squareregister.com onto the computer, then just click on account again, type in our password, email, and it'll give you all the same choices. And sometimes it's even a little easier to do on the computer because you have like a mouse. You don't have to it's bigger screen. You don't have to click on things with your finger. It's just easier to do when you have like a keyboard and a mouse on the computer. So that's how you enter inventory. Again, I'll show you one more time. You just click on an item. That screen will pop up. Click manage inventory and alerts. Put here how much you have of each of that item. Put when you want. If you don't want them to alert you, don't put 0. But otherwise, you can put like, I want to know when we have 1 item left, and that's kind of how they'll send an email to you telling you when you only have 1 of those items left. And then you just push save. I'm just going to push cancel, and that's how you do that. But I'm going to show you kind of other things that we have on here. Like if you go to sales, it shows you like everything. It's pretty much the receipt online. It just gives you a lot more detail. So it shows you the time of day or the date that we sold the most. So right now it's like close to November 21st. We sold over $1,000 worth. And then you can kind of see like on dates how much you sold there. It tells you the time of day that we sell most things. So if we click there, it tells us that we sold over $2,000 worth of stuff at about 4 o'clock. Which makes sense because it's after school and that's when people are coming. Tells you what day of the week we sell most of the stuff. It kind of tells you everything there, so that's how you can kind of plan promotions around. So if you're like, oh, we need to get more people in on this day because we only sold like $100 worth of stuff, you can kind of plan a promotion on that day. It also gives you the receipt. So if you didn't print out a receipt or something, you can go here, find the date that you want. Say I want the 26th. I just want the 26th. It'll show you there's no transaction in this time frame, but you can go to a different date. So we're open in December of 2000. Let's see if there's one there. And then it'll show you, okay, so we had $210 worth of stuff there, and it usually gives out like a full receipt of that day. So you can kind of come here and play with that. If you didn't print out a receipt, you can click on that, type in what day you want, and it'll show you the receipt for that day, which is really nice if you can kind of compare your actual receipts with that to make sure that they're right, stuff like that. So that's kind of how you use this. You can put in the inventory. You can also put in the inventory online on the computer. You just go to squareregister.com and type in the password and the email, and then you'll get to the exact same items. And then you can also look at the receipts and everything on this webpage. So you can mess around with that a little bit, but that's just kind of how you do the